Newsflash, I'm a weirdo, and I like to think of weird ways in which one can turn romance and dating into odd, twisted games. I love, for example, the idea of competitive dating, or applying point scores to first dates. The problem is that those games are better when you're totally playing the field and dating a lot of new people. It's not so good for when you actually start settling down with someone. But does that mean that that period should be free of shenanigans? I don't think so. I think more constant relationships can definitely be toyed with. So how do we do this? Okay, as with all games, I think the best place to start is a point of discomfort in whatever thing you're turning into a game. With slightly more dedicated or committed relationships, usually the point of conflict is how that relationship is going to meet its inevitable demise. So there you go, that's what we're gonna turn into a game. Now the roots of a promising game or challenge are already present. I'm sure you've had friends in the past when they get together, someone else will say, oh, I bet they won't stay together for 2 months. Keyword in there? Bet. That's right, you can turn relationships into a fun betting game. This is how I recommend you do so. When you start dating someone somewhat regularly, don't let other people decide, oh, I think they're gonna not last at all. No, you should encourage them to bet on the odds of your relationship. Basically, to make this a fun thing, all you have to do is outline all the various ways in which your relationship can meet its inevitable doom, and then encourage yourself and your friends to place bets on what they think's gonna happen by a certain date. So step 1, you pick a date. Step 2, you outline all the various places your relationship might be by that date. In my opinion, there are 6 basic ones you can start with, and then you can build upon that based on weird eccentricities of where you are, who you are. But those 6 major outcomes are: 1, you're still dating but still at the basic same level of commitment. 2, the person you're dating left you by choice. 3, you left the person you were dating by choice. 4, you both broke it off because of some inevitable life change, like moving or a job or a disease or a bus crash. 5, you're engaged. And 6, you're married. Like I said, you should probably mix it up with some fun other scenarios that people might want to bet on just because they're crazy. But those are the basic ones you would play with or start with. So once you have those scenarios outlined, you place a bet on the scenario that you think is most likely to be in place once that date rolls around. Or if you're a wishful thinker, you can place the bet on the scenario that you hope will be in place once that date rolls around. And then the fun part comes when you encourage your friends to place bets. Boy, you can learn a lot about what they think about you and that person you're dating. Now these bets can be in the form of cash, which I think is the most fun thing, or it can be in the form of honor or desserts or chocolate especially. I mean, whatever you want to do. I'm just placing bets is fun. Then ideally you write it down somewhere and then just wait until that date rolls around and see what happens. When the date finally does arrive, you get to get everyone together and be like, ha, you were so wrong, or oh gosh, you were so right, I was just so stupid, or whatever. And then, someone pays up and the game either continues on to another round if you're still with that person, or whatever, it's over and the fun has been had. Just saying, it could be cool. I mean, aside from it getting you to think about important things, this whole betting on relationship outcomes thing is an enjoyable process. Betting is fun. So yep, I'm totally gonna give this a try. I think you should give it a try too, because the shenanigans should never end when it comes to romance. Or anything. May the odds of love be ever in your favor.